All right. Fuck, man. Alright, so now I gotta do this shit all over again. I'm not even gonna lie. I just did a fucking 30-minute fucking video reviewing this whole Scumfuck Flower Boy video. And then the fucking camera or whatever just fucked up. And now I'm pissed off. Yeah, man. Fuck you, Tyler. But yeah, this album is awesome. I loved it, start to finish. Now I'm about to I feel like I'm about to give a half-ass review now. I'm sweating and shit. Like, I did and said some cool shit in this last one. Let's try to recap it all. Okay, so Scumfuck Flower Boy. First off, this whole thing, as far as if you wanna, how Tyler deals with his secret messages and putting stuff out there and implementing his name into all the titles somehow and doing these things. The first four letters of flower backwards is wolf. So you already get wolf in the title. So you have to pay attention to any of the songs that have the title with flower in it, things like that. Yeah, man, this is about to be so rushed. Now I'm so pissed. So also, throughout the album, basically, there's a bunch of numerical references within the album to other songs within the album, or possibly to songs within other albums of his from the past. Because, like I said, you do get a small tie into Wolf from this. Now, also, the Bumblebee image is a big play within the album on this. Within the album art, within the album cover. There's a reason why you have to get the physical copies of Tyler Creator albums, because he spends a lot of time focusing on putting certain images, colors, certain things specifically to go with certain songs, certain things within the music. It all ties together. He believes in the full package. He's one of the few artists that do still believe in the full package deal. The album is even designed purposely to look and feel almost like you're holding a vinyl album rather than just a CD. Everything and the inserts slide out that way. The colors are very 70s reminiscent, very pastel. What I liked about, okay, so what I was getting into, the Bumblebee image within the album, any song that has Frank Ocean on it, within the song credits, if you read the song credits, it says published by published by Golf Wing, Steak Sauce, administered by Sony ATV Songs LLC, BMI and Heavens Research, BMG, Bumblebee, BMI. And the only other song so the first song that appears on is Where This Flower Blooms, featuring Frank Ocean. The only other song the Bumblebee credit appears on is 911, Frank Ocean. Like I said, I've been a long time. Oh shit! I hope I didn't just get okay. So I've been a long time listener of Tyler, the Creator, and Odd Future, the whole collective. I really like them all as a whole. I've been listening to them since about pretty much 2009, 2010, since my friend Justin put me on to them. So shout out to Justin. They have a lot to do with like my sonic choices. So sonically, the album transitions and is very good. It's very well. The introduction song, which is called Forward, which also the way he spells it, it's kind of a play on words in itself. But Forward, basically, the song, like I said, I was thinking to myself, to me, it has one of the most mature sounds overall altogether. As far as any Tyler intro goes, most of his intros always had like a sonically a mature sound, but maybe lyrically he was either going more so into a story or kind of a prologue, epilogue, or more of a therapeutical type setting, or trying to paint that type picture. In this one, he talks about black issues, talks about what if he loses his fans, what if he grows too big for his own self, all these types of things. So he kind of starts self-analyzing in this one. Also, it doesn't have as much of that pumped up, crunchy sound as Cherry Bomb did. If you want to look at it as a continuation from Cherry Bomb, basically what he continued over was some of that jazz overtone, some of that jazz sound, but then he took out some of the layers of it all and just replaced it with more of a crunchy guitar. He has a gentleman named Austin, I believe, that plays a lot of guitar and a lot of the album. Or not a lot of guitar, but plays guitar throughout a lot of the album. Also, his use of sunflowers, things like that, all have to play with different things. His favorite colors are yellow, green, and all that's actually incorporated within the album cover and within references within the songs. Certain songs, like I was saying, have numerical references to point you to other songs. So there might be some hidden subtext, some hidden stories, things like that. Also, a trend that Tyler Creator seems to do on most of his albums, or so far all of his albums, track 10 usually is a blend of more than one song. It usually seems to be 2, sometimes 3 songs, and usually there's either a message to either within the lyrics or it deals with who's being featured within those songs and the context of their feature. The song that has a lot of those numerical references is called November. And then also there's a few other ones. Like I said, man, I went super deep a little bit ago. Like I really went I'm telling you, I went so deep I busted a sweat. I fell out my chair at one point. It was crazy. Now I'm all drained. So I'm trying to just give a pretty good recap of everything. I listened to the album one good time. I've listened to a few the singles and stuff online and things like that. But definitely, you already know, if you're an Odd Future fan, you already know a lot of the controversy surrounding the album, things like that. And so without trying to go too much into it, whatever, like I said, there may be lines and also subliminal references to point you to other things. There are small, like I said, I do see small print physical things within the album art and just little things itself that allude to some things that could be considered, as far as him alluding to Frank and different things like that. So that's cool. I think the songs 911 and Mr. Lonely is pretty awesome. Dropping Seeds was great. Dropping Seeds, like Lil Wayne's verse, Lil Wayne in one verse and one portion of the song, or it's really just his song pretty much, and Tyler like comes in at the end a little bit, but Lil Wayne is like on the entire thing in that particular song. And the greatest part about it is he winds up tying the entire album together in one verse and through all his metaphors and references and things like that. And I'm telling you, it is one of the sickest things ever. And you got to also listen to Lil Wayne's verse in Tech Nine's song Bass Ackwards, because it'll just show you how sick Lil Wayne's wordplay is. And like I said, and one of the lines in the song is he says, "Some drop science, I'm dropping English. Even if Tyler named this song Flower, no seeds in the bud, but still don't trust bugs." But what I was going to get at there is, even if Tyler named the song Flower, right, which I said already contains the name Wolf in it, right? So I think he's alluding to something along those lines, possibly, things like that. Because like I said, if you listen to his verse on Ass Backwards or Bass Ackwards, whatever you want to call the song, you'll realize, Lil Wayne has some sick-ass wordplay. He says, "Dropping seeds like classes. These hoes drop they asses. I drop a seed in her panties. If it smells like pansies, I'm a banshee in her panties." Then you skip a few lines down, and he says, "Some drop science, I'm dropping English." So he keeps his whole thing going throughout the whole thing. Now, to me, at that point, you could actually end the album right there at Dropping Seeds. But like, if you think about Tyler's approach to music, like a Marvel movie slash kind of like different book ideas, basically what he did is he let the credits roll, and he gives you a few more songs, or give you a little more visual during the credits. So to me, the song November on the album is kind of like picturing the credits rolling. The whole concept of November is, what is it that makes you you? What is it that makes you happy? What makes you who you are? What is your November? So whether your November is skateboarding or red balloons or parachuting and jumping out of planes or listening to music, what is your November? So take yourself back to that November. Then he ends out the album with a song called Glitter, and there's a few other things. But it's great. There's a lot of good points in the album. It's not like one of those turn up albums, and it's not a dark album. It's not too bright. It's really a mildly, if you want to think of it sonically as colors, it's a mildly colored album. Maybe that's why he made the colors on the album art and things like that so bright and visual, because as you look at that, it does add texture to the music. I do believe that, and it sounds great. I like the album. I'm going to continue to listen to it. You have to also listen to it from the perspective of he made the songs to feel and seem like you're riding in a car and looking around. If you noticed in the Chur Bum album, he has those little skits where you're listening to the radio, the place you listen to the radio the most, in the car. So he's trying to simulate like riding in his car or being in the car with somebody, whether it be, or just being in a confined space with someone and listening to music, or feeling like they're playing music for you through car speakers and things like that. And if you pay attention to some of the mixing, like in songs like Who Dat Boy, it sounds, the bass sounds like that distortion when someone's riding by and playing a really bass heavy song out of a car. And so there's a lot of great sonic references to a couple other things. Like I said, this is one of those albums you have to get the physical copy. You have to look at the album credits. You have to look at the art, things like that. Like I said, a lot of hidden messages, a lot of different things going on. And like I said, he's pointing you to different parts of his music, different lyrics, different songs. Like I said, man, I did a whole 30-minute video, and now it didn't fucking record or whatever. So I'm gonna try to end this one short so I don't gotta worry about it. Thank you for tuning in to the Royal Rant. This is the place where we get together when others won't let us do it because they can't. You know what I'm saying? So we do what we do. This whole thing right here that I'm doing right here, this is for those single fellas that got to struggle with all their groceries and stuff in their hand when they're trying to open up their door to get in their house, and they got to figure out this maneuver, either hold the keys in the mouth or figure out which hand they're going to hold the key in to get in the door. This is for those guys. This is, you know what I'm saying? This podcast is sponsored by people who go to places that, like, you know, man, just fuck it. All right. Just thank you. I'm just glad I did this damn thing. Let it record. Let it post. I hope it's up. I just got a haircut today. Brand new shirt. The shirt was, I got it and it reminded me of some Tyler Creator shit. So I got the shirt while I got the album. And I thought it was just really cool. And I listened to the whole album while wearing this shirt and listening to it. And I felt really great. And fucking Scumfuck Flower Boy. Like I said, it's a great album. Go and get it if you want it. I was trying to also find Jay-Z's 444 album. Was not an FYE. I don't know what's up with that. But hey, man, also some of y'all are looking at me right now like, who the fuck still goes to FYE? Look here, I shop for CDs like people that are older than me shop for vinyl and shit, okay? I go digging through the fucking racks. Not the crates, but the racks, all right? So I go do that type of thing. That's what I do. I like listening to music of all types and all genres and all backgrounds and creeds and colors and all that type of stuff. I got some Green Day CDs and I got some Tyler Creator CDs. Don't worry about what I do. But I did this for you because this Royal Rant was a royal review. And I just wanted you to go see the power of Scumfuck Flower Boy, because that joint is out of control. And now you got your whole thing and the whole review from your boy. I give it 4. Actually, no. Yeah, 4 crowns, because that's my system. That's how I get down. Now you got to go get this CD, put it in your system, play it up, turn it up, play it real loud, because everybody about to be like, yo, what's that sound? And everybody want to know what's going down. Thank you for tuning in to the Royal Rant. Y'all have a good one. I always end with these goofy faces. Why do I do that? I don't know.